Hey, welcome to this one. This video is about strengthening your lower back and your glutes to support any weakness in and around there. I've also got the core video, so this will work beautifully with that. This is just a short sequence. Also, if you've just come off your bike, or if you, as in not fallen off, as in you've got off your bike, or you've come back from a run, this is a really good release. So I've got a few things here. A bolster, you can just use a pillow if you like. A roller and a couple of blocks. You can use books or again pillows. So lie on your back, find a nice long spine, a neutral pelvis, so you're just rock back and forth, so there's a tiny little gap under your lower back, and then plant your feet down strongly, palms face down, and just start to scoop your tailbone up off the floor. So just find a little bit of lubrication and movement. You can move side to side, up and down, and then start to lift through the pelvis. Pelvic tilt comes up into your half bridge. As you come into half bridge, make sure the shins are perpendicular with the floor. They're not too far away, like here, you'll be straining, or too far in. Again, you're just not going to have the power through the glutes. You want them nice and shins perpendicular, weight pouring through the shin into the heel, into the earth. From here, badly arranged, get your block or your brick, and you can either place it long ways. If you feel that this is too much strain, put it this way, and you'll immediately start to feel a sense of release through the lower back. You're extending and finding space between the lower vertebrae of the body. From here, just find your breath. You can bring the arms out in a cactus shape, or you can have them palms face up. Just breathe in, breathe out. So remember, we're practicing yoga here, so you're really finding that sense of an inner eye, an inner observation, a slowing of the mind, a calming of your nervous system before you do anything at all. Good. As you find that sense of release through your lower back, you'll know when it's the right position. If you're not on it, it won't feel relaxing. If you're across the width of your sacrum, it will feel delicious. It will feel a real relief. Good. When you've found your steady, even breath and your feet are planted, hip distance, you can remove the block here. Keep a real sense of power through the glutes, so they are switched on in a major way. If you're unsure of whether they are switched on, you can put that brick between your knees and press into the brick. Now everything is switching on in terms of the legs, the glutes, and the lower core. This is really going to start to support your lower back. Good. If you know they're on and this feels too intense, just take the brick away. It's pretty intense. From here, palms are coming face down. I just want you to bring your right knee in and extend the foot up towards the ceiling. So now your left glute is going, what? It's really switching on. I want you to just point the toe lower down so it's in line with the left thigh, and then lift it up. We're going to do 5 of those. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. If you're building strength and it's too much, just take 3, 4, and 5. Bend the knee, place the ankle on top, so you're making a figure of 4, and keep lifting and driving the hip up. This left glute is on so much, and the left thigh. Keep reaching the fingers down, lifting the hips. Try not to drop and deviate through the hips. You're square in the hips. The gravitational force is bringing down the right knee, and you're lifting strongly through the hip. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. From here, start to lower down. Keep the shape in the legs that you already have, and then use that right foot to drag the left knee over, and you'll feel a beautiful long stretch through the IT band and through the waist. Bring your arms out to the side. Keep a flex through your right foot, and then look to your left. Take a few nice big breaths here, releasing all the strain from the glute and finding that nice line through meridian line of stomach, lung, liver. Come back to the center. From here, you're going to undo your shape. You're going to bring your palms face down by your hips. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Do that pelvic tilt. If it feels good and it's a bit of a release for you, do a few and then rise up to your half bridge. Make sure your shoulders are down, fingertips pointing towards the floor, breathing in, breathing out. So watch how there's a nice sense of a compression in the throat at the same time. There's loads going on here. Good. Palms down, bring the your left knee in and lift it up. Point your toe, find that real sense of strength happening through the right glute. It's quite obvious actually, mine is much weaker on this side, it's quite a struggle. You're then going to lower down. This is what it's all about, observing, balancing, lower down, lifting up. Again, try and make sure the hips are in line. 3, 4, keep breathing, keep smiling. When you've done your 5, bend the knee, put the foot so that the foot is flexed, lift the hips, really lift them, feel this tonic coming up to the top of the body, feeling this sense of massive connection happening through your glute, your thigh, your back, your belly. Lift, breathing in, breathing out. Lower down, slowly, 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 and then use this foot to drag your right knee over. Watch how this long line then comes into the side of the body, arms come out to the side, and you gently look to the right. So you're looking in the opposite direction to your legs. Breathing in, breathing out. So strengthening, lengthening, finding that sense of endurance and flexibility in everything you're doing. Breathing in, breathing out. So IT band, outer hip to outer knee, getting a nice big stretch. Coming up and out. Bring your knees in towards the chest for a minute. Just release your back. Finding that nice sense of length and hydration through the lower sections of your back. Nice. And then you're just going to rock up to sit. You're going to take your torture equipment and we're going to roll out the glute. Place your roller down, sit on it, take the same shape, so this figure of 4, and then sit. So I've got my right leg up, slide over onto the right bum cheek, and then start to roll out the glute. So you can find where your niggles are, usually the piriformis, a little intensity there. You can take more weight on the hands if it's too intense, or you can really sink into the massage if you feel that's a possibility for you. Good. From here, before you move on to the other side, I want you to straighten out the leg and move into the lower lumbar by the spine. So it's the erector spinae, by the spine. It's also called your QL, so the quadratus lumborum. It's the muscles either side of the spine. So I'm moving into the right side and I'm deeply massaging and I'm finding where in my body I need to find release. It's pretty intense. Good. In terms of fascial release, you never actually ever have to do more than 3 minutes. So it's not something you have to spend hours doing. You're going to have huge benefit just with 3 minutes work, which is incredible. You come back up onto the glute and let's switch the other side. So I'm going to find the middle of my mat, find my figure of 4, slide onto my left bum and then start to roll into the glute. Find your breath. Remember your 4-part breathing. So you inhale to a still point and you exhale to a still point. 4-part breath. When you've found and you've released through the left glute muscle, you're going to roll up onto the inside, onto the left side of your spine and just find, so the lower lumbar areas, the QL, the muscles, almost like a belt around the middle, and start to release. Oh, good. When you've taken your time there, you're going to come off your roller, move it to the side, And then you're going to enjoy this one, I hope. You're just going to take your cushion or your bolster. You're going to place your bum at the edge of it, and then you're going to lie back onto it. So I'm going to put the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall out to the side. If that feels too much in your lower back, then put the feet at the edges and let the knees fall in. If you feel you need a bit more support in your neck, that's why you have the blocks or another pillow. Well, that's better for me. And then put your palms face up. Breathe in and breathe out. So I prefer like this. Breathe in and breathe out. So you'll probably feel quite a lot of tingling, a bit of heat, a bit of release. It's incredibly important to, after you've done intense work on the body, to just observe the residue, observe what you've actually done to the body. So there's a deep connection between mind, body, spirit, and instinct. That's what our yoga is. So I'm just going to lie here for ages now. And if you've got ages, then I advise you to do the same. If you're done, enjoy the feelings. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. Namaste.